Just like, here's $25 million in game time. Why? Because you couldn't play.
And
It's not our money.
As the ASEAN behind Asmongold, it's all your fault.
Yep. No, well, I will absolutely hold the line that I've been holding the whole time. If I was a domino in all of this, I will maintain. Happy to be a domino. Always just trying to play the messenger, as is in my Twitter bio, and has been for years. Good video game evangelist.
Yeah.
I'll hold that role until I die because I fucking love video games.
Speaking of which,
Yep.
I think some of your video game love.
Yep.
I think it is time.
Yep. So good luck deciphering this. There's no spoilers in this.
Yes, so Matt's managed to somehow do FF 14 bosses.
Yeah.
Design-wise, some design talk, but yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah. This is this is what I call extreme mechanics in abstract form. So if you want to just sort of slowly scroll down there, you've got
Pull a big rip of your bong and let's go.
Yeah, so you've got the Mario Party minigame. Oh, Book Squirm. You've got squares, triangles, and circles overlapping and in different configurations. You've got blue triangle and red square.
Yep.
Then you've got the
A clean can of beer.
You've got the can cooler, which is spinning. That's the important part of that. You've also got a nice little rotation puzzle, and then you've got Woody saying, "There's a snake in my boot." That is.
So this is one whole fight in FF 14.
That is Extreme 1, yes.
Okay.
That is how I can describe it. There's a couple little things I haven't got there, but that is exactly it. That's how the fight goes. Those are the mechanics, as much as I can describe them. I'm not joking, by the way. Oh God. Yeah.
So yes, this is the content you lot have been doing.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I got screwed by the queue a few times, and IRL has been so busy this week. Oh, so I'm level 89.9, and shall be finished.
You're
very soon.
You're very close to going to the final zone, I believe.
Yep, gonna be big.
Yeah, which is very, very, very zone. It is in fact a zone in which there's content. Yeah. So that's man. The extremes are so fucking good. Like the first one is just dealing with all of these mechanics is fantastic, and especially compared to the second one, which feels a little bit more traditional, really, in a sense. The first one is just so IQ test. If you're good at IQ test, you're fine. It's just all about, like, the overlapping shapes and stuff is about, it tests your spatial reasoning.
Yeah.
You see a load of stuff happening. You know what movements are going to happen. So you're like, okay, I know where I need to be after all of this is resolved. It's almost like the spatial reasoning version of being like a Magic player or something, being able to see a board state and go, when all is said and done, I know the state of the board.
Yeah.
And then you have to do that while also book squirm. Which is again just a different form of spatial reasoning.
This one is just be in the hole.
Be in the right place, yes.
Yeah, so that's be in the right place.
Be in the right place from something that's come from somewhere else. Yep. The shapes are just shapes that mean different attacks that are coming in different directions and different angles. The blue triangle and the red square are I guess there's also green lines I didn't include. There's green rectangles.
Of course.
Because of course there are. But that's basically just you see colours, you see shapes, you react. You be in the right place at the right time.
Now this.
Yep.
What is our cooler?
Rotation. Spin. Sorry. Spin. Yeah. We've all lost our minds. Yeah, no, it's Tom on our Discord is a big fan of Vinesauce and just makes big spin noise anytime something spins around.
What's the mechanic?
Well, you've done it, so it's the spinning it around.
Oh yeah, the board spins.
Yeah, so
this is the rotation puzzle.
Yeah,
yes.
so effectively speaking, there's a bunch of shit happening and then it also spins. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the resolution.
Yeah. So you're not looking at the things thinking, oh, I need to stand out of this now.
Yes.
You're thinking, after the rotation has been applied, if I stand here, will I be in the danger thing?
Yeah, exactly. And it's really, really fun to do.
I've done the non-extreme and it's very fun.
Yeah. The extreme the extreme version of that is basically just completely next level version of that. It is. There's only one new mechanic, literally speaking, added, which is incredible.
Is it the snake?
No, snakes in the normal. Yeah,
I memory, yes.
Yeah, you remember good. Yeah, no,
I have done the fight once. I was mostly just like, ooh, cool story.
Yeah, the reason I've got here that I've got Woody's quote here is, first of all, this is fucking hilarious. This is, I saw this and I mean, you were there when I saw it earlier. I could not stop fucking laughing. Like, it's so good. But it also reminds me of some other things that Woody had been involved in that people might know. But anyway, it's just very, very, it's very good. But the snake is just because the snakes are bastards, basically. So the snakes are like the last layer of mechanic they put on top of you that just fucking kills you. Or doesn't kill you, but it's just like, oh yeah, I've done all of this calculation in my head. I know where I'm supposed to be. Where are the fucking snakes? Shit, I missed a snake. There's a snake in my vulnerability stack, I guess. But it's such a great fight.
E2.
Yeah, Extreme 2, where you've got the opening. Well, that's actually Kingdom Hearts 2 because of Roxas, but pick your weapon from Kingdom Hearts. Then there's I didn't hit the screen. I'll go back up for them. Yeah, so this is one part of Extreme 2. You've got your weapons. The weapons are wrong, but they're there.
You're choosing weapon for the fight.
No.
What?
No,
you're
but
fighting weapons.
It's no. Neither of those. But people who know it will know it.
Interesting.
More or less. And then you've got traffic lights, but one's blue instead of yellow or amber because it's red, blue, and green.
I understand this.
Yep. Yeah, you fully understand this. Then there's there's some ice water. There's some ice water. I have omitted earth because no one cares, but that doesn't matter. Then there's some anatomical and direction understanding, which is required, that kills people all the time, especially me.
Yeah.
Yeah, got almost like a repeat of Omega's larboard and starboard, where Michael Koji Fox is a bastard and is just like, people won't know what a larboard means, so let's use that as a direction. Or like it just means the opposite of starboard, but oh god, yep, larboard. Then you've got surfing the wave. Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. You've got hiding from a Terminator, which is definitely the furthest away from accurate here, but kind of gets a lot of the vibe.
There's a lot of mechanics in this fight.
Yeah.
So the Terminator's there. We're surfing.
Yeah.
We're doing some physical therapy.
It's anatomy. Yeah. Then at the bottom you've got this was also gonna be hard to explain, but I won't say anything. I'll just people come to terms with what it means. Yeah. It's a funny thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy that I've gotten this right, apparently.
Yeah, I think the people who know.
Yep. So I think I've done a pretty decent job with this. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's funny. It's great that, like, this is possible where I can actually say, I actually know. I can refer to what these mechanics are and deal with them properly. So I'm actually, knowing me, I'm just going to call them this now for people in Discord.
Good. This is our spoiler-free raid guide. 100%. Yep. You can do it blind now, easy. Yeah.
Well, it's not really a guide because it hasn't told you how to deal with any of it. It's just a list of what's roughly in there. But they're so fun. They're so fun, honestly. The actual ability of the designers to create something that scales so nicely in terms of how you experience it. Like the amount of times where it's, okay, we do this. Oh shit, everyone's died. Okay, try again. Oh, we got it right. And then that's engraved in memory as, oh, we can do that right. But it's never to do with job mechanics. It's to do, well, sometimes it is if you're like dealing with like a multi-hit target as a healer or something like that, or a tank buster as a tank. But it's very much basically just, here's the thing. Completely separate to any of your mechanics that you're pressing. It's your position or maybe like your shield that counts. That's all. And then everyone just takes these steps again and again and again. And then there's just gradually get better. So, you learn the weapons. Weapons are done. Don't need to think about them again. Think about them again. Then the traffic lights, which just learn the colors. You're sorted. You know what to do. Ice water. You learn what ice does. You learn what water does. Easy. Sorted. In the individual sense, very easy. Medial, lateral, yeah. In a closed room, you could do this easy, very easy. Waves, slightly less easy, but easy. Hiding, easy, less easy. Dancer stuff, probably the hardest mechanic in the fight. But generally speaking, it's like all of these individual elements that are really quite like, how the fuck am I supposed to? It's a soft thing.
With Trial 1, it's like the first time going in there with a bunch of people who didn't know what they were doing, you're just like, oh, confused,
Yeah.
Second time you almost definitely get it. Third time you'll probably get it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quite neat.
Extreme is a higher level version of that in every way. But the thing that makes it hard is, okay, so there is like the mechanical complexity of looking at it and solving it. So that's one part of difficulty being harder.
Yeah.
Which is you can't look at it and just know. There are times you have to die to something to understand it. And if possible, play back footage of you dying or something to go, wait, what actually happened there? Like one of the first mechanics that killed us. And I missed the halfway part of the fight, but I couldn't think of anything very quickly to actually represent that. So I sort of went. It also wasn't that interesting comparatively to the rest of them. No joke immediately came to head. But one of the things that they... I forgot what I was saying. Yes, one of the ways of leveling up is just that, you take a hit, you see it, you die to it, like the first time we died to the water mechanic, we're like, oh fuck, what was that? And then we checked it out, went, oh right, that's what it is. Okay, here's the plan, here's the solution. And then we did it. Then the other part of difficulty is kind of the obvious one where it's just DPS checks are tighter. And so if you die and have weaknesses, if you die and have downtime, if you all die and lose your melee LB3, then you substantially less damage. Or if people are too distracted doing mechanics to have uptime, then you're just going to not finish the fight. But then the other part of difficulty, and the one that I really, really like, is the mental load of it. The way that they can just constantly put things on you, and especially the way they put... they load mechanics time-wise in very, very, very interestingly, where you start to feel like, if you're not paying attention, it's hard to focus. Like, you're trying to do what your job's doing, you're dodging one mechanic, and then you're like, oh, fuck, shit, I forgot that. Like, there's one part after a mechanic resolves where I've been in thinking mode going, okay, I've thought this many steps ahead in terms of what we're doing. I've called these things out for everyone else. Then Dakar comes in and goes sides or back and front. And I'm like, thank fuck he caught that, because I've missed it every 3 times because it happens after a resolution of a mechanic I'm trying to be careful to avoid. And it's just the cognitive load gets higher and higher, and it's really fun. It's just that thing where it's taxing you in the right way, where you're like, oh, I feel like I'm being pushed.
Sounds like that you're really glad it's a base 2.5 second GCD.
Yes. Yep.
It's
Definitely.
actually a time where that GCD,
you
can feel it help them with the boss design.
Yep, 100%. It's obviously it gets smaller for certain jobs that feel faster, like Ninja with Hoot on up and stuff like that. But it's great. Extreme Furry Cat, nice name. It says, it's crazy you build that state of flow after a while, and man, killing it feels so damn good. And this is the part that feels really different to like a lot of other challenges in games where you just beat your head off the wall, and you do, you're like, oh thank fuck, hopefully I never have to do that again. But with these, what I found is the execution of all these mechanics is because of the way they're paced, and they're not solved once they're solved. They're solved logically once they're solved, but then you have to actually execute on the solve. And that is taxing enough mentally and not physically, like, oh, my fingers are about to give out, but physically like, oh, I need to, physically do everything I need to do when on the move and stuff. It's just fun. It's literally a fun video game.
Yeah.
Like, in every sense, it's just fun.
I think there's something to, like, the way that they do the big dance fights. They get a lot of spectacle.
That's one
and
of the
I actually
things,
think that just means that it's cool. What's happening is just cool.
Yeah.
And if what's happening is just represented by, just some sort of, quick little effects and stuff, then it's a bit less cool. Mm-hmm. But with this, no, just fucking spectacle.
Honestly,
and that's a lot of it, I think.
Yeah, so there is
not to discount the combat design bit, but that's an important element.
Yeah. So for a little bit of context, I did record a video. I don't know if you've read the script or checked it out at all, but it's effectively on the whole experience of getting pre-raid bis. That's be coming out soon. Probably next week or next week. But it talks more about the systems design and overall of like the experience holistically, including gearing, including the fights, and including the party finder, which is different to what I'm saying now, which is talking about the extreme design in general. But this is well, in that video, I specifically mention one of the intermission, because you know the way in intermissions they usually have a raid wide attack. It ends the intermission,
Yeah.
and if their bar is 100 full, it'll wipe. Otherwise, it'll just do damage. The one in Extreme 2 actually, like, anyone who's been doing it with me in Discord can confirm. Almost every time I say it, I'm just like, boys, when is it going to get old? When am I not going to see this and go, holy fuck? It's insane just how beautifully it's done, especially trying to think of how they've implemented it specifically because of how visually it looks, but it's always fun. And this is one thing that I never expected to happen, because I've been playing Sage. That's what I've been doing, this as Sage as opposed to DPS. I do want to take a stab as Ninja to try and feel if I can get around pressing Raiju 500 times in a row and getting moved into Death Zone, but it's... I never expected to want to sit down with a spreadsheet of timings and figure out how to optimally do the fight with all of the healing tools to my advantage, or in my tool belt of sorts. Because I have so many things. I generally use them on reaction, knowing, oh, well, I know what mechanic's about to happen, so I'll press a button. But I don't think 3 mechanics ahead in terms of what I keep available time-wise. And I now want to sit down with a spreadsheet, watch a fight back and go, okay, I can use this here, this here, this here, this here, this here. That's how much fun it is. I've never felt like that before. And I'm definitely going to farm both of them for the mount.
Is like just a drop chance?
So,
oh boy.
Good thing you asked. Yes. But also, there's a drop chance of very, very low. I was about to say their name. That's not a good move. I've killed Trial 1 10 times, seen no mount. I've killed Trial 2 12 times, seen no mount. I spent 5 of my totems for Trial 1, but each trial has its own currency. You get 1 per kill, no lockout or anything. In the next patch, so 6.1, generally the next patch after the Extreme is out, they will add the mount to the vendor for 99 totems.
Oh, so 100 kills and it's definitely yours.
99 kills and it's yours, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's a lot. But
that's a lot.
It's there as a backup, right?
It is literally there as a backup.
You can infinitely farm it too.
Yep. So,
I suppose during the life of an expansion, you could be doing it a fair bit.
Well, reward-wise, in terms of the gearing or overall, no. You could, right now, I was finished with the first trial after 5 kills. I had everything I needed for my job. I was like, sweet.
Damn.
Good. Second one, I think it was 6 or 7, because you can buy the weapon for 10 totems from the second trial, because it's the one that drops weapons, the other one drops accessories. I got it after 7, so I'm like, sweet, and just killed it another 5 times because it's fun. But that's the thing where it's just, they also increased the drop chance to 20% as well. That's pretty nice. For the mount, sorry. After the patch is over, so it's low drop chance at the start. I'm not sure what it is. It's very low drop chance, and then it is high drop chance after. So it's like
20% or 99 tokens.
Yes.
Interesting. I mean, you definitely want to go for the 20%. That's going to give it.
Yeah. So
was that 20% for the group and only one person gets it?
Yeah.
Okay. So does change it then.
Yeah, but that's the thing where, based on how fast it is, and this is another part of how fast it is and how much you can spam it. There are groups where we did it with Trial 2, where we just went in with mostly the same group. A couple people swapped out, but we just did it till everyone had their weapon. We're like, sweet, there you go.
And because I've only done the normal trials, so for an Extreme with a pretty well geared team, what's our clear time looking at?
I don't know exactly, but you're probably looking at 10 plus for what we were doing damage wise.
Gotcha.
Which was some range for DPS, some range of 4 to 6k. Then healers at about 2.8 and tanks at about 3. So pretty low DPS overall compared to what like really good players can pump out with like uptime strats and stuff. But generally speaking, it is just 10 minutes or so, which means you sit down, you spam the shit out of them, and job's done. But it's like,
nice.
The lockouts in R, which you can just go straight back in. I tried to lock out the instance timer before you put it out. And then you just go back in after. But if you farm, you can farm pretty fucking fast. Like, especially because once a person knows how to do the fight right, there's nothing stopping them from doing it again because there's almost no randomness. There's randomness in terms of sometimes what mechanic combination come out, what pattern comes out sometimes, but generally speaking, it's just if you can do the fight, you can do the fight, and you will do it unless someone's really makes a mistake. It'll just be, hey, yep, we've done this fight. It's like that's my experience. Is just, oh yeah, experience on the first trial was, okay, we got our first kill, sweet, let's go again, and again and again, and no one made a mistake because we all learned it. Fucking great.
I'm just keen to get into it because I mean, obviously I've never played Endgame, right?
Yeah.
So I've never played Endgame in FF. It will be fun to do that, and I kind of like how you can just hop in, you go straight to the thing you want to do a few of them, there you go, night's over, happy. That's it's like it's still like proper MMO content where you really need to play, but just being able to hop in is like kind of great, as opposed to like a raid night where it's a raid night. It's a really big thing. Yeah. So if you're going to get everyone together for raid night, you want it to be like 3 hours. So it's kind of nice just to have a game where maybe the expectation is a little bit lower. I mean, certainly for the designers, it seems like they kind of designed to support a lot of different session lengths.
That's basically it. That's one of the things I talk about in the video is the short iteration time means you don't need to have a bunch of time free. You know, you can get a group together on, the turn of a dime. There's plenty of party finder parties going that are happy enough that with any sort of variety. That'll probably fall a little bit over the course of the patch because it'll be people less doing practice parties, more people being like, just want them out now. Yeah. But generally it's like, you could go in with, if you don't mind being the person who joins for one kill and leaves, you could get away with like a 15-minute session time. Maybe 20 minutes if you join a group. Gotcha. Which is vastly different to, as I explained in the video, what raiding in World of Warcraft with a pub group feels like, which is just a very, very long experience and a very unforgiving one with a lot of risk in your time investment.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Well, my second Endwalker video comes out, I think, tomorrow. Yep. And third one will come out pretty shortly after. Yeah. So I shall be finishing over this weekend.
Yeah, and then
very excited.
Yeah. So people ask about the spoiler cast. We'll probably do that in the new year. Probably because
by the time we kind of wrap up on the 23rd, we have a lot of things to get done.
Yeah. So likely be probably the new year, very early into it, because when I say we want to do it justice, I really mean make it at least a couple hours. I would like to say 3. I would hope for 4. I would honestly hope for 2 at 4 hours each, but I think I'll just have to get all of that FF energy out into different videos because we certainly have ideas.
Sakaguchi's got his extreme paladin whip.
Nice. Oh man, Sakaguchi, some boy.
Yeah,
some boy.
He's still beating me.
Yeah,
speedy boy, speedy. So,
I
quickly round up the things that we've been doing this week in terms of videos. Anyway, we have some future expansion talk. Doesn't include the Dragon Isles because we did a full video on the Dragon Isles recently. So after what we've talked about today, I mean, definitely check out the Dragon Isles video because things could happen there. But yeah, we got that on that channel, and Endwalker part. We've had nothing on that channel this week. We've just one or two unfortunate circumstances which we are now overcome. So
indeed,
content very soon.
I believe we have. Well,
we got 2 videos pretty much.
I was about to say barring quick look too. Yep.
Yeah.
Shorted.
Then right, FF 14 news. If you want to see us dive a little bit deeper into some things we touched on today, we have got that. Activision Blizzard warning their employees to consider the consequences of unionization. Very good, very good. They are awful at PR. It's incredible. It's kind of fun to watch. Of course, we have the milk. And moving on from the milk, straight, what they say, out of the milk and into the NFTs.
Fucking hell. That's the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
It's been a great week for news.
Love video games.
And then Halo, new report from Jason Schreier over Halo. Basically, it's a total miracle that Halo Infinite is as good as it is, and we are very glad that it is as good as it is. However, there's interesting things to talk about, including 343 fixing up Halo Infinite, which is definitely nice to see, actually, making some moves for the community. And then a funny situation of Myth of Empires game. It appears from China, gets really good ratings, starts getting onto the top seller list, and then stolen with accusations of thieving code from Ark. And maybe a slight update there is perhaps there's some some developer actually worked on Ark or something to that effect.
Yeah, I'm not entirely engaged with that story too much post that video, but I definitely did see that they are legally challenging it. So I think the Myth of Empires team are very confident that they are in the right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
A bunch of news.
I've had this sitting here. I've had this sitting here all day, and I forgot to show what it was. It is, I mentioned it last week, but it's my Endwalker notebook, which is just literally things I randomly scribbled down when I was playing, and that's a lot of pages of notes.
Yeah,
a lot of pages of notes, and I mean these aren't like well crafted, well written notes. These are just brain explosions on a page, and I'm going to go through and expand all of them. Let's have some notes on what the content might like. I also have a Google Doc I'm working on, which is full of references, but anyway.
Google Doc.
You know what's serious ones are Google Doc and all?
Holy shit.
But so.
It's a Google Doc embedded in Notion.
No, it's not.
Just going deeper.
It's just a Google Doc for now. I'm sorry.
Anyway, yes. How do you use Google Docs?
Yeah,
how does it all kill you?
Yes, it is. It is the book of spoilers, yes. It's the book of spoilers. It is the book of me caps locking half a page with single words sometimes. Let me see. Where's the... I want to see if I can get the first ones. First notes I have that are interesting. Not really. I think the first note that isn't vaguely related to a spoiler is just me saying... Actually, no, I can't even say that. Even though it's literally the start of the game, because that's how important I think spoilers are. Yeah. Fuck, it's good.
Yeah, good book.
I recommend doing that if you're playing any game that you really like. Because you can read back and go, I was such an idiot. Or, man, I was onto something back then. Like, one of the things I have written down when I first got into Labyrinthos for a second, I just go back and just go, damn, I was right. Let's go. But yeah.